Peter, a lot of people do have question about, like, is the Lexan going to sit well on the plenum? Sure. And that's a very valid question because no one has done it yet. But in the automotive world, there is a bunch of applications of Lexan, and it works.
Yeah, well, race car windows, first and foremost, right? I mean, every race car that I've ever driven has a Lexan front windshield, rear windshield, and if it has side windows at all, they're made out of Lexan. And in fact, it is exactly, you'll see in those Lexan windows in race cars, they have a little black border painted on the inside of them. Well, it's exactly that same Lexan paint that we use for the Lexan that goes on our plenum on the inside to create the border. And so, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty well-defined, set of qualities that you have to have in order for it to be what's known as optical quality. Mm-hmm. And you certainly want to be able to see through your race car windshield with optical quality. We wanted optical quality, but we also wanted a thickness that would be durable and provide lots of surface area to adhere to the carbon fiber plenum. This is 1/8, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So this is 1/8, and most people will say, "Oh my God, you're thermoforming 1/8 inch Lexan. That is thick." And it does. It presents a challenge, and so that's why we've had to go through so much of this in order to come up with, the perfect optical quality 1/8 inch durable Lexan that's going to sit on this plenum. And then when it comes to adhering and making sure that expansion rates under thermal expansion don't cause a problem, don't cause the glue to rip from the Lexan or the Lexan to shrink away from the carbon. Chris went through that math pretty extensively. It was really impressive to me that he, could just spit all that math out as quickly as he did.
Chris loves to be complimented, by the way.
And there's a long online thread where Chris demonstrates his expertise in all of that, where somebody was questioning it legitimately and sometimes a little offensively, but ultimately they came around to the notion that we're not just pumping out parts and throwing them together and hoping they work. There's actual engineering that goes into this.